Hi everyone, it's Morgan from For the Love of Paper, and I'm here with another Project Life catch-up video. This is part 5 for November, and this is the week of my son's birthday. So this first layout is all about his party. I probably could have done two 12 by 12 full pages for his party day, but I culled it down to just one page and put in the photos that were important. I actually hardly took any photos that day. I was kind of more busy running around making sure everything was right and happening and everything than taking photos, although I did sort of participate in the party more and get around and talk to a few more people. We had quite a few family and friends there, as we normally do for his birthdays, and so I did sort of relax a little bit more than I normally would at a party that I'm hosting, because I had everything prepped and ready before all the guests arrived, which was an absolute lifesaver. I tell you, there's nothing worse than being stuck in the kitchen preparing food when all your friends and family are there and you just want to chat to them. So I did get to do that quite a lot, which was nice, but I just didn't take that many photos. And I got a couple off my husband's camera. I think that one there of his cake was off his camera or his phone or whatever he took. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of need a photographer to follow me around sometimes so I can enjoy the moment and have the photos. If I could get someone to do that, I would be a very, very happy lady. I don't know how much it would cost me. Probably, well, way more than I would ever earn in a week, but never mind. The thought is there. So yeah, the first two photos are just of his birthday cake, one of him standing in front of it about to blow out the candles, and the next one was him actually blowing out the candles and making his wish. And I'm pretty sure he made his wish out loud, which is kind of funny, but I guess when you're 5 you don't really know. And it was a bumblebee themed birthday, not bumblebee as in the insect, but bumblebee as in the transformer, the yellow and black one who turns into the car and the robot, obviously. That was the theme of his party. Not Transformers altogether, not any of the other ones, just that one. So we did go with a bit of a black and yellow theme for the decor, which was really quite easy actually. It was probably easier than going out and trying to find Transformers bits and pieces, which I couldn't find. I did try to find, like, you know, Soviets or something, and it was nearly impossible without having to pay extremely expensive shipping rates from the States. So I just went with the colour, and then I made his cake for him, which had a bumblebee toy on top. So yeah, that's pretty much what all the photos were. Just the decor, the cake, party bags. What else did I have? His friends opening his presents. Yeah, and the next spread that I do in the next video, which will be up on Friday, I think. Yeah, Friday. Because this one is up on Wednesday, so the other one will be on Friday, and that was of his actual birthday. So this was the weekend before. So there is kind of a double spread for his birthday, which is a bit extreme, but never mind. Anyway, enough rambling. The first couple of cards, I just added the photo to the filler card, and these two here, I actually made my own cards up or added some paper. This was a card from Studio Calico, and I don't know what month it was. Oh, I ordered a couple of their older kits when they had a sale on it. Might have been a Boxing Day sale or before Christmas sale, Black Friday maybe, I can't remember exactly. And I ordered 3 old past kits, and this was a card from one of them. And if you've watched any of my videos before, you know I do not like rounded corners, and the Studio Calico cards are rounded. So I try to adapt them as best I can to be able to use them, because I do really like them. I love the colours and I love the patterns and everything on them. I just hate the rounded corners. So by cutting this down, I still get to use the card, and it's still awesome and it matches my layout, but I don't have to have that annoying roundedness of the card itself. So I just added some washi tape and stuck those down. Then these are some, they're kind of they're from d-lish scraps. What are they? They're kind of like foam, rubber, plasticky letters. They're quite soft and squishy. It's hard to describe what they are. And I use those to do Let's Eat Cake as the title for that top row. Then the next one is, I actually think I get rid of that photo that I'm holding there. Oh, I do the bottom one. So that was, we don't have a dining table in our house. And our kitchen lounge in what would be the dining room is like an L shape, with the kitchen in the middle and then the other two rooms on each end. And we don't have a dining table, so we use that room as like kids' play space. That's where Sam's toys are, and we do have a second really crappy couch in there for him to sit on, and like his art stuff's in there, his easel and everything, and we use that space to do parties and things like that because it's quite a big area. So we actually bought our outdoor table inside to set up all the food on because it was stinking hot. I think it was about 39, 40 degrees that day. It was a really warm day, so we had most of the party inside with the air conditioning on, and that's what you can see in that photo. I'd put all the decorations up the night before, balloons and streamers, and I actually printed out photos. I printed out about a photo a month since he's been born, probably maybe a little bit longer. Sorry, maybe a little bit more than one a month on some of them, and I hung them all down the walls and across the bookshelf. When I do the still photos at the end, you can have a look at that, how I set that up. It was a really fun project to do, and then I've got all the photos as well, so I can go back and scrapbook those, which is kind of cool. So I just added a little arrow and a circle embellishment to that card, and that's all I do. I want to do some journaling on that, I think. Now I've looked back at it, so I might do that at a later stage. I haven't done it yet. And then again, making up another filler card, just using some scrap paper from my stash. I think that one's an old Stampin' Up one. I have no idea what the black one is from. No idea at all. Just a random piece of paper and my stash. So I've been doing this technique a lot lately, getting the one 6x4 piece and then putting a strip across the middle in a different color. It's really been working for me. I really like it. And then just popping one photo on it and perhaps an embellishment or a title or a little bit of journaling on the other side. I don't know, it's just, that's my thing at the moment that I'm really liking. And I can't even tell you why. It just, I don't know, it seems to look good for whatever reason. So then I decide that I need to mount this photo, and I was wishing that I hadn't cut off the white previously, but never mind. So I just mount it on another blank white card, and I wish I could get more of those, which I can't. I've still got 3.5 packets, so fingers crossed that'll get me through 2017. And then I'll just have to start making my own, cutting up some cardstock of my own. And then I realised that I stuffed it up, cut the photo too small, or too big, I can't remember. Yeah, too big. So then I just went through and trimmed that off and stuck it on there, and I'm pretty sure I used those same alphas to do a title on that card as well. Maybe I do it later, who knows. So this is when I decide I don't want the photo of the jelly. One of Sam's requests for food at his party was to have rainbow jelly cups. And if you have not made those, I almost don't recommend making them. They take forever to make. I think we did 5 colors: red, blue, yellow, orange, green, purple, 6 colors maybe. And you have to let each layer set before you can add the next layer on. So I actually started that the day before. I made the first lot of jelly at about 7 o'clock in the morning after Frank had gone to work, and I think I finished it at about 8 o'clock the next morning, the morning of his party. I finished with the last layer, because you wait for it to cool, and then it sets in the fridge, and then you have to wait, and it takes 2 hours, 3 hours sometimes to set. And then you have to make the next layer and put that in and let it cool and let it set, and oh my god, it just went on and on. They did look really, really awesome though. I will give it that. They did look cool, but just incredibly time consuming. So there you go, that's when I decided I didn't want it. And I found this card, which was actually a Halloween card. So, and it had numbers down the side, and I decided I didn't really want the numbers. I just wrote out, I can't even remember what I wrote out on there. Just some different things from the day, I think. But they weren't like a list or an order of anything, so the numbers kind of didn't apply. So I just popped some sticky dots, what are they? Enamel dots on there. Did some red ones, and red, what am I talking about? Some yellow ones and some black ones to go with the theme of the day, of the layout. And I think I call that done. I do add some puffy stickers to that one at the bottom. It says presents. You can see that in the still photos at the end. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.